Hey everybody, Reds fan 1979 coming back at you with a special baseball card video. Have a different kind of video for you guys today. Been watching some videos out there about sports card investing. During the pandemic, people are having a lot of extra time on their hands. There's a lot of flippers going after this retail stuff, but there's also people buying and selling raw cards, lots, getting them graded PSA and then trying to turn big profits. So I thought I would share with you guys two stories. One of these cards is my best investment to date for my PC, and one of them is my worst investment to date for my PC. So probably not hard to guess which one is which, although the timing really could affect that. So let me tell you guys the story of each one real quick, and then I'd be curious if you guys would comment below. I would love to hear your personal stories of players or cards you invested in that had a huge uptick or even a huge downtick, because that's bound to happen. So the first card, we'll start with the worst investment I have made. Although I'm still glad I bought this card for the PC, I just wish I didn't pay so much for it. I wish I had been a little bit more patient on it and waited until he kind of came out. But this card is a 2017 Bowman Chrome Prospect first auto of Nick Senzel. A lot of hype around him. Was in the first round pick. What was it, second overall in 2016. Didn't come up to the majors until 2019. So I bought this in February of 2018 when there was still a lot of hype around him. I think I paid $165, which is the most I've ever paid for any card. Although, with it being graded a true gem, having at least all 9 5s with the 10 auto, I thought that would help the value a little bit. So, he's gotten to play some. He did okay in 2019, but he had some injuries off and on. Didn't get a chance to play a whole lot in 2020. Also had some injuries, so I know that's hurt the value of this card. The cheapest card I could find now for this is $80 for like this exact with the same subgrades. So and that's buy it now, so that's pretty bad. Basically half of what I paid for this, and that's going to happen. Players don't pan out or players get injured. It's still a first Bowman. He's still relatively young, so I'm hoping he can bounce back a little bit, but it seems like he's just been plagued through injuries in his career. So we shall see. This card at the height was close to $200 when he first came out with his major league debut and did well. I want to say it was like maybe May, somewhere around April or May of 2019. So that's when it peaked. But it's bound to happen. I'll still be keeping this for the PC. Jeremiah and I did get to meet him in terms of at the Reds Fest last year, so that kind of makes it extra special to have a card of him. And on my best investment, no surprise here, a lot of this was the timing of when I bought this card. I bought this, I'll have to go back and look at my purchases, but I want to say about 3.5 years ago, somewhere around 2016, early 2017, something like that. But this was a steal. True gem, all 9 5s. So I've been contemplating cracking this out and subbing it to PSA. I mean, it definitely should get a 10 if it got quad 9 5s. I bought this for $28, and that was a steal. And the latest PSA 10 sold for $316. So if you consider that equivalent, maybe PSA 10 carries a little bit of a premium, but based on that last sale, this should go for at least like $260, $275, something like that. So almost 10 times the original that I paid for it. Even though he's had some troubles the last year or two, he's still one of the desirable players. One of the best players for the Reds in the last decade. And it is a first Bowman, even though it doesn't say that. It is a first Bowman based on, him being a draft pick and everything. So really nice card. This is one of the nicest cards in my collection. So can't complain having that. So again, best investment, worst investment. Let me know what you guys think in terms of these. What are your thoughts on these two cards? If you're a Reds fan especially, love to hear your thoughts. And if you're not, again, please feel free to share some stories about some of the investment cards you made either for your PC or other hot players. What are some good stories you have where you had a huge uptick in the card value, and what are some not so good stories? It's just interesting to hear that from other collectors, because I think it keeps keeps the hobby real and keeps it human. We understand that we all have successes and failures, and for me, this is a hobby. It's not about trying to buy and sell these, but I do try to follow the values just because I'm interested in that. So let me know what you guys think. I hope everybody has a great rest of your week, and please like, comment, subscribe.